Kathleen Turner was having one of the most beautiful Hollywood careers in history, but then she suddenly disappeared from our screens. Everyone was dumbfounded, and no one knew exactly what was going on with her until she came out years later to talk about it. They would hire a drug. They would hire somebody that's a drug because they figured they could control them. And what she revealed was sad, shocking, and beyond everyone's imagination. Stay with us as we uncover it all in this video. Kathleen Turner was born in Springfield, Missouri on June 19, 1954. As the third of 4 kids, she was the daughter of diplomat Patsy McGee Turner and U.S. Foreign Service officer Alan Richard Turner. As you can guess, Kathleen grew up in a traditional family, and her father's job required her to spend a substantial amount of her youth living abroad. Kathleen's upbringing was marked by constant relocation due to her father's diplomatic career, giving her exposure to diverse cultures and languages in countries like Canada, Cuba, Venezuela, and England. She attended the American school in London when she was a teenager. It was here that she became interested in acting. She took part in school productions and developed an undying love for the performing arts. She returned to the country after finishing high school and enrolled at Missouri State University, previously Southwest Missouri State University, where she developed her acting abilities and appeared in several stage performances. Once Kathleen Turner set foot in New York City, her determination and talent quickly caught the attention of the theater community. She honed her craft on Broadway and received acclaim for her performances in productions like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Her dedication and passion for acting overshadowed the doubts her family had about her chosen path. In 1978, Kathleen expanded her repertoire to television, making her debut in the NBC soap opera The Doctors. But it was her first debut in 1981 that truly catapulted her into stardom. In Lawrence Kasdan's noir thriller Body Hit, Kathleen is portrayed as a manipulative woman planning her husband's murder. I wondered, her unabashed sensuality and sense of adventure on screen made her an instant favorite among industry insiders, solidifying her status as a rising star in Hollywood. With her charismatic presence and distinctive husky voice, Kathleen Turner made a standout in the industry. She embraced her unique voice, even though some initially warned her that it might hinder her career. Kathleen's voice possesses an utterly addictive allure, especially when experienced live, perhaps even in a corner booth at the Odeon in Tribeca. Compared to her ironic roles in vintage films, her voice has taken on a lower, huskier quality over the years. Throughout the 1980s, Kathleen's career continued to soar with memorable roles in the films like Romance in the Stone, Prizzi's Honor, Peggy Sue Got Married, and The War of the Roses. Her versatility as an actress allowed her to tackle outlandish characters with ease, leaving audiences captivated and critics impressed. But looking back, her life could have turned out completely different for what it ended up being. Having grown up in a traditional family, her decision to pursue an acting career was met with resistance from her parents. Then her father, then a U.S. Foreign Service officer, passed away just before she graduated. Family pressure and the loss of her father to a cardiac thrombosis 1 week before she graduated didn't deter Kathleen from following her heart, though. In fact, it fueled her determination to succeed in the acting world. And she did. But while her career was blossoming, life was busy planning even more hiccups and tragedies for her. While making Serial Mom in 1992, Kathleen was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, an autoimmune condition that affects the joints and other organs. She discovered her feet were so swollen that she couldn't fit into any of her shoes when she was shooting the dark comedy Zero Mom. The sickness rapidly became incapacitating, I was unable to walk. I was unable to hold a glass. I had to push myself up and down stairs while standing on my butt. There is no way to sit, lay down, or stand, so you cannot escape the agony, which makes it exceedingly awful, considering that it's not life-threatening. Many don't comprehend. Although it kills you, it won't kill me, Kathleen remarked. As expected, she eventually took a break from acting to concentrate on the challenging healing process, and this period was when the worst would apparently happen to her life. While in her break and treatment period, Kathleen regained a considerable amount of weight as a result of the steroids and painkillers she used to manage the sickness. As she gained weight, certain sections of the press started hounding her and would brutally criticize her looks. And due to this, she developed a serious drinking problem, which haunted her even more within that period. However, she was cautious to never drink while she was at work. It was so ridiculous. I had this idea going through my brain that I wasn't taking painkillers because they were hazardous and addicting. However, it was okay to have a second or third vodka, up until a startling flash of insight. She said, "I reasoned I am wasting my entire day with my daughter, with my husband, because I'd shut myself off and drink," she added. Kathleen claims to have felt complete betrayal, yet she remained silent about her illness. Refusing to talk about the strange ailment was a self-defense measure. Better to remain silent and give them the freedom to believe whatever the heck they wanted to. But it really ached. She said, "My hand couldn't hold a mug, and it would slip." She entered treatment in 2002 and remembers running across other patients there, including former nurses and physicians, who informed her that they had someone die due to their inattention. I could not in any way perceive that in myself. "Okay, it's not me," I said to myself. "I misuse alcohol even though I'm not an alcoholic." I thus abstained from drinking for a while. To the utter shock of the whole world, Kathleen staged one of the most successful comebacks in acting history after her symptoms subsided in the early 2000s, with a Broadway revival of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. She later made her Metropolitan Opera debut in a 2019 production of La Vieux de Gauchemin, and she recently wrapped an HBO miniseries about the Watergate scandal. And then she performed Finding My Voice as a one-woman show in New York in 2021 for one night only. Kathleen has made major performances in theater and television in addition to her film career. Throughout her career, she has been recognized with various awards, including a Hollywood Walk of Fame star, Tony Award nominations, and Golden Globes. Despite her ordeal, she is still working today doing both theoretical and motion picture work, but not as committed as she used to be in her younger days. She continues to be regarded as important in Hollywood due to her contributions to the entertainment business, which have had a long-lasting effect. Kathleen's rheumatoid arthritis is currently in remission, despite the fact that she still has flare-ups. Over the years, he has consistently walked, favoring theater since there are better opportunities for elderly ladies there. If you enjoyed this video, there's a good chance you'll also enjoy the one showing on your screen right now. Click, enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.